For now, let's talk about streams. So I have opened my account already, which is, this was a demo account previously created. So we have here Mark Colmenares as your teacher. Okay, let's try this one. So here we have stream. Okay, let's talk about stream. So when you try to write a message here, so automatically the default would be all students, okay, for that specific class, because this is your first class. Okay, then you have your students. If you have one or more classes, then it will appear here also. Then you can send messages to those classes and to those students in that class. Okay, so for example, I will add message here. Our message is, welcome to our Google Classroom class. Okay, so let's try to post that one. But before that, if you have some attachment, you can add attachment here using your Google Drive or a link to that website, okay, or your locally available file, or even YouTube. You can add those attachments. Okay, so but before that, so let's try to add some simple message here. Okay, so welcome to our Google Classroom class. Then post. Actually, you have some choices here. Either you schedule it or you save as draft before you post it. Okay, but for now, we will post it. So you have your first message in your stream. Welcome to our Google Classroom. So then we will check to our students, our messages to these sample students using the account of Andre Locsin, Christian Sanchez, and Amara Smith. Okay, we will now open another account here. Let's try Amara Smith. Okay, so we have here one subject or class of Amara Smith. Then as you notice, we have the message. Okay, welcome to our class. This account is by Amara Smith. So let's try to add one more student here. So this time we'll type classroom.google.com. Then we'll search here the account of one of our students, Andre Locsin. Let's drag this one so that you can see side by side the teacher's account and the student's account. Okay, side by side, we'll drag this one. Okay, then the account of the teacher, we'll add this student to another account. Okay, so you have two here. So be locating this in this side, then in the other side. Okay, so we have students teacher account, then we have here two Andre Locsin, and we have Amara Smith account. Okay, so let's check on the streams. Let's check on the streams of Amara Smith. Then we have Andre Locsin. Okay, let's try to click this one. And also, Andre Locsin receives the message. Okay, so let's try replying to that message, to the teacher message. Let's post it. Then, again, let's try to check on the account of your teacher. So we will be, okay, so that's one. That one post of one reply of Amara Smith. Okay, let's try to add one more, another student. Okay, this time we'll have, as you can see, the post of Amara Smith was already sent also to one of the student, which is named Andre Locsin. This one is from Amara Smith. Okay, so let's try to add one post to your teacher from andrelauxin. Okay, let's try to add here. Yes, sir, I also joined in your class. I also joined in your class. Thank you. Okay, let's try to check here if it arrives to your teacher. So actually it is just like using any messages or any platform messages like FB Messenger or Skype or Twitter. There are some similarity of using this type of messages, okay, or streams. So as you can see here, we have two replies, one from Amara Smith and andrelauxin, so the teacher can see that now. So on the account of that student, it is also visible. Okay, let's try to reply one comment of that student. So let's try Amara Smith, because you are referring to the Amara Smith comment. So let's try to add, okay, the plus sign, plus symbol. Okay, so you can refer it to a certain student, like for example Amara. So type, then it will show you what are available email accounts using AM. Okay, let's select this one, so which means this is the account of Amara Smith. So let's try to comment or reply to Amara Smith this opportunity joining your class. So let's try to reply, welcome and explore our class. Okay, so it is link to that Amara Smith account. So you are referring to that Amara Smith message or replied to your post. Okay, so which means this is very visible. This is very informative type of message because you are referring it to a certain student. Okay, certain student, not to the post of or replies of every students here. Okay, so there is also a feature, one feature in Messenger just like this one, but normally you have to type the @ symbol, okay, for that. But here it also works on that type using the @ symbol. Okay, but here we have the plus symbol. So you can do that also by using this one or using this. Okay, reply. So as you can see here, it adds plus symbol also, then the email account of that specific student. Okay, but let's try to check. Okay, you have 3 class comments now in your post, then you have several comments here. Then if you check to other class, you have also 3 comments. Okay, so which means like in the account of Amara Smith, so you will not, he or she will notice that it refers to a certain reply, okay, previously added by his or her class or her classmates. Okay, welcome and explore our class. Okay, but for example, let's try to add here, yes sir, I also joined in your class, thank you. One of the students tried to type something which is not good or which is not informative one. Yeah, right, for example. Okay, so what will happen? So although it will just show also to one of their classmates or to all of her or his classmates, like that one. Yeah, right. Then here we'll also show, okay, yeah, right, okay, that one. Okay, but this one was posted by Amara Smith. Okay, so what would be the teacher would reply into this? Okay, so the teacher could either delete that. If it is annoying, the teacher can delete that, or the teacher can mute Amara Smith for that purpose. Okay, if it is annoying, he or she can mute that person without deleting that. So if it is a case, so let's try to mute that person, okay, or that student. So mute. Then we have also delete this account comment. So we're not going to delete that one. So we'll just mute that person or student. Okay. So after muting, as you can see, all of the comments or posted comments by that student will have a symbol, a sound symbol with a slash. Okay, that's red, the red one. So meaning that is muted. So that student is already muted. If you check it again here, as you can see, unmute Amara Smith. So you can unmute, for example, if you want to receive comments from that student. Okay, but on the other hand, on the student's account, on the Amara Smith account here, let's check. Okay, so Amara Smith account now, although she has 4 comments now, but he cannot reply on that comment anymore. Okay, he or she cannot reply on that comment anymore. But on the other hand, on the account of this one, Amara Smith, okay, then go to the account of Andre. Let's try to check if Andre can still comment. Yes, he can still comment because he was not omitted, or he was not muted by that teacher. Okay, so you can still reply on that. Okay, so another feature is on the stream, you can delete that comment if you want. Like if you post a comment on a certain post, then if you want to delete that, you can delete it. Okay, so like this one. So I will comment here. Okay, then, but here you cannot comment anymore, but you can reply to it. Here, right? Don't do that here in our stream. Okay. Although you gave that comment, don't do that, and also on the side of that student, Amara Smith, although you do that, but still he or she cannot reply on that. Okay, so as you can see here, it arrives the message, don't do that here in our stream. Okay, so you're here. Yes, it also arrives in the account of Mark Robles. Okay, not Mark Robles, but the account of Andre Locsin. Okay, it arrives on the account of Andre Locsin. Do that in our class, in our stream. Okay, so that's the feature of our stream here, Google Classroom streams. Okay, what else? So we'll add more here. For example, I'm going to create a new stream. Okay, so let's try to add another example. Next meeting, or our first meeting would be on Monday next week. virtually. Okay, then we'll add some information here, for example, a link or a file. Okay, let's try to add some file here. Let's try to upload that file. So we have some sample file here, free agent. Then that file was uploaded, then we'll post it. Okay, let's see. So, but we'll try to do that in some of these students here. For example, like I would like to send that to only Amara Smith. Okay, or if you want, you can add all of that student. Okay, let's try to add more students here. Okay, post. Okay, so let's see what will happen to the student's account. Let's see here. So I think it will be posted at the top, of the account. Okay, so for now it was not posted here. Let's try to, okay, not posted here. So let's try to, okay, that one. So stream was updated, show. So you have another message. So as you can see, the previously created message or posted messages was at the bottom. Then you have the newly created message was placed at the top automatically. But normally, you can place this at the top if you want. You can move this message at the top by clicking this and by clicking move top. Okay, so if you want that to happen, because as you can see in the social media like Messenger, FB Messenger, so or Twitter or Skype, it will appear at the bottom. The newly created messages will appear at the bottom, but in the Google Classroom streams, normally it will appear at the top, the newly created messages like this one. Okay, but you can also disarrange or arrange that one. Okay, using moving this at the top. Okay, yes, right, that one. Okay, so if you check here to the student side, let's try to find out. Okay, show the updated stream. So what will happen? Okay, that one was replaced by this one. Okay, so those are the arrangement. You want to arrange that using that example. Okay, so this is the new message. This is the new message of that certain teacher. But if you want another feature of that Google Classroom is if you want to erase or delete that messages, you can either delete some or portion of these messages of the replied messages by that student. You can delete one. Okay, like this one, I can delete this. Yeah, right. I can also delete the newly created message or post. Okay, I can also delete this one. Delete. Okay, so then that will happen to your student. So I deleted one of the replies of the student, and also one of the posts of mine. I also deleted that one. So I will check to the student's account. Let's try to check if it is updated now. So show the updated one. Okay, so there is only one message or post by your teacher. So because the other one was deleted. Okay, and also the reply of one of the student here was also deleted. Okay, so this one was not updated. It's not updated. So let's try to find out what happened. Okay, so if not, we will refresh this one. Okay, let's check. Okay, so which means this is the updated stream of that class. Okay, so this one is also the same. Okay, so for now, that's all for our Google Classroom stream. how to use the strip in our Google Classroom. Thank you.